Yes, yes. Oh, that's terrible. What have I just done straight away? You know what, right? The last thing I always have to have something in the background. Oh, this is terrible. And before this, this is how long how late I am. How late am I? 24 minutes, half an hour. 34 minutes late. It's bad for me. Do you know what? Now people are waiting a year here. Listen, yes, Paddy. You know what? Paddy right there. He's the first. If he's actually in on a Friday. Paddy knows. Yes, Supreme. Yes, Will. Yes, Ellis. Listen, I can't get this. It's going to be tough for me to stay on track today, so can't get too off track. What was I going to say then about Paddy? Let's just stay on nice things about Paddy. Oh no, Paddy got me museum tickets. Oh my God, the museum, mate. Can you believe the museum? All the cuds on sale. I know. He's going by cigs. Paddy, no, I know, right? I don't know if I have a target audience or anything. I don't know if I would ever be able to, what is it? Find these analytics out. I know some YouTube provide me with some analytics, but you have to, I feel like you have to go in, you'd have to be bigger and outsource things or just be smart to get better things. But I don't know what my age thing is. If I do a live chat on a Friday or a Saturday, no one comes in them because these are everyone who comes in these are people who are fucking out Friday, Saturday. That's my target audience, them people. So, do you know who's not been in here? Rob, why is Rob not coming in here? I've been waiting for Rob to come in here and talk about Isak for fucking weeks. Well, for the last couple of weeks, and I'm thinking, where's he not come? Didn't he come in last time about 10 minutes before the end? Where's Rob? I want to talk about Isak. I want them to keep Isak. We're going to end up with Isak, aren't we? But 120 minutes. Can you believe how we are a crafty football club? You know, again, it's unbelievable. I need to set this camera right. It's not moving. We are a crafty football. As you can tell, I'm stoned, not stuck to my. Not getting. Do you reckon I could have done the? Because if I could I have done the whole live? Obviously, I was going to say it, but I thought it's not a secret. Could I have done the whole live chat then? And then people got to the end and be like, "Oh, what? You didn't say if you were stoned or not." The last two I've done sober. I feel like when I'm not stoned, the live chat, you actually have some what's it called? I have been staying on point. What's good about them is I do stay on point, but I talk about a lot of stuff on point. Does that make sense? So I move from like one story to the other, but that's good. But I stay on the because you also hear me talking about. No one listens to me for deep dives. You know what I mean? I can't deep dive into anything. I just surface know everything about. I think I'm a surface genius about everything. You know what I just found come out, by the way? Gears of War. A new Gears of War, and it's come out on PlayStation. Fasting. And I got stoned. You know what? I've had nearly 3 weeks off it. And I know I said I weren't going to smoke a joint till I was in LA. But went to mates yesterday. And one of my best mates, and he gave me a joint. Said, "Do you want this?" And I was like, "Yeah." He's come into a new line of business and said, "Do you want a joint?" I thought, "Do you know what? Yeah, it's free. Why not? I'll take it." I've not got JJ for a week. He's on holiday for a week. First time he's been on in a foreign country without me. And his mum used to say to me when I took him on holiday, I used to have this like anxiety when he was away. And I'll be honest, in my head, I used to think a little bit like, shut up, it can't be that bad. Like, what are you worried about? But now he's on holiday without me. I'm worried. I can't sleep at night. I'm sat up playing on my phone all the time because I'm just like constantly worried about what he's up to. And how he's getting on. This coffee's horrendous. So yeah, I rolled. I got given a joint, but because he's one of my good mates, he gave me a nut quite a bit. So I put it into 4. I thought yesterday, right? I've got, as you know, I can't stick to anything. This weight loss thing, right? But listen, I'm still low. 14. There's been times. Can you believe I've not got into the 14s? I came out. I fired at this weight loss. Why have I got such a bad cough? I've not been coughing all night. And then I started coughing. I came out fast with the weight loss, you know. I was losing a lot of weight. I lost a stone in like maybe 2 weeks. And then I could feel it slowing down. But do you know what it is? It's the season starting, and it is what it is with me. If I can go on a run where I don't have a drink, I can diet, I can do anything to work. But when I'm rough, and I'm rough for 2 days, so it's the football's killing me. Obviously, I went to Newcastle and watched the game. In Newcastle, I didn't go in the ground, but I went up to Newcastle. I get a sick day, that, you know. I need to start doing watch-alongs in the gaff that why am I having like a cough attack while I've started alive? I literally feel like I'm going to die. I need to start doing. How often do you run? All the time. But only on the treadmill. I can't run on the roads. My knee, honestly, people think it's a blag. But if it was a blag, why would I do it? Why would I waste my time? Do you think I enjoy running? I don't enjoy running. And do you not think running is better for you on the road? Of course, running's better on the road. Running on a treadmill is terrible. I run minimum 30k every week. Probably more though. Definitely more this week. Fucking hell, I'm on 30k. How do you get your stats up? I've ran 30k in the last 3 days and swam 3,200 meters. I'm on a hell week because JJ's gone on holiday. I'll do another 10k tomorrow. Obviously Sunday I'm going to Liverpool watching the game at Hotel Anfield. So I'm not going to do it then. That can be my day off anyway because my legs are finished now. You know. Do you know? I'm not. What I do, yeah. When I need to lose weight, do you record your times? Yeah, of course. They're bad. My times are not good, but I do record them. I'll put it on now. Where's me? Oh, it'll be on my watch. The times are terrible. 10k run, hour and 8 minutes. Shocking, really. How do I get it on the thing? Hour and 8 minutes. Will it be on my phone? I can't. Honestly, do you remember last time on this end? I'm just not going to do it to myself. Where I bet you I could spend 10 minutes trying to line that up and I wouldn't line it up. Do you remember last time I was trying to do something on my head? I don't know what it is. It must be because I'm stoned. I just can't get it because it's not right. I don't know how to do it. Right, hang on. Let me go on my fitness app thing. But yeah, just record it. Just knocks running on the head and doing more swimming. I could do more swimming, mate. Swimming's the bit that I'm really good at, but that I hate. I hate the swimming. Swimming's the bit that I don't enjoy. Hang on. How do I go on my health app? Why is it not the same as it used to be? Why have they changed it all? Oh, they've not. I just wasn't scrolling down. all I had to do was scroll down to get all this information because it was just saying that it fucking limit on my hearing. Why is iPhones, by the way? Tell me one thing, right? Since when do iPhones get to tell me how much fucking loud noise I listen to in my ears and stop turning music down and stuff? Since when have they been able to do that? Why do they do it? Introduce this into our life. Why are iPhones telling me I'm listening to too much noises? I'm fucking about my headphones and messing about me. Honestly, I bought some headphones off eBay, yeah, and I told me, mate, this guy's sold me dodgy fucking headphones, 100% the dodgy headphones because the sound quality is shit. I've had Beats before, the sound quality's not like this yet. Fucking hell, come about 2 months down the line, I fucking come to realise my settings are all mad where I'm allowing my phone to put my fucking volume less for me. And now everything sounds better. Even in the car sounds better. It's a fucking deal. Why have they started? I don't give a fuck if I'm deaf when I'm 60, mate. Let me listen to music how loud I want to listen to music now and stuff. Why have I ranted about that though? What am I going on here? How do I find it? How do I find it? It was 1 minute. It said 1 minute and 8 fingers. 1 minute and 8 seconds and 50. You just have to trust me. Look. They're upside down. I don't know why I'm going that deep as if you wouldn't believe me as if that time's so good. It's terrible. Do you know what I thought? Do you know what's sad? So I thought, but I've worked it out that I have to actually abide by these rules here. If I want to be able to run more, do a personal best, yeah, that's unreal. My goal is to get sub 20. Do you know what, right? Yeah, of course. That's a sick. Let's talk about this year. Do you want to talk about failures? Or I've failed at everything in my life. Every time I set a personal best for a 10k and a 5k. No, I never really set one for a 5k, but for a 10k, get this year. This is so. No, I would never even be able to get near it. But once I wasn't always 33 and like partying and fucking eating and such tall. I mean, I was a prime athlete at one stage. Always fat or skinny fat. Do you know what I mean? Never in shape, but I could run far and fast because I was. All my life, I've just had to do crash diets to lose weight, so I get myself fit to lose weight, so I'm not fat over the summer like I've done now. Although I'm beating myself up, yeah, about this diet, and I am, but it's sad because I knew I could have got down to. If I had, I'm definitely going to be 14.10. I'm definitely winning that money, so I'm not stressed about that. But I know for a fact I'm going to be about 14.10, 14.9, 14.10, like 14. I could be 14.8, yeah, but only the day I wake up when I go on holiday, and that's not good enough. I know I could have easily, if I'd have just stuck at it solid for 8 weeks. I could have easily been 14, low 14, 14.2. It was flying off me. The fucking football starts, and I've just been having a good time. And then obviously, do you know what's the worst part? So when I started it, yeah. So obviously, I'm fucking almost 6 weeks in now. But the last 2 weeks have been terrible. Jen had a great pick of you on Twitter the other day. What did he put on? I don't see. I bet this year, I'm that not on Twitter anymore. So I go through spells of using my burner account and not using it. But I'm that much not on Twitter anymore. I'm not seeing nothing. Where would I find this? I need to maybe start following Jed on my burner account, but would he find out? What's Jed's Twitter nowadays? Oh no, hang on, he put it in our thingy before. I've got him, that Jed. Shall I follow him? Shall I follow? No, because he would. Should I follow Jed on my burner account? Would he? Would reckon he'd be at work and it's me? Because when I'm stoned, me, I was telling this to Louis. When I'm stoned, I tweet off burner account. Don't know why. But like, as an American, I'd say definitely me, but definitely put a little American slang on things. Shall I tag him in it? Who's this? What's his tweet? How can I find the picture of him? What picture is it? Oh, will it take me ages? Or is it? Oh, do you know John Lewin? It would just be the boy cap. I think it was one off your tits and the lad jumped through the door. Oh, that one. Oh, that's a funny picture. No way. Where's he got that from? Did he put the video on? Or just the just the picture? I don't care enough to. I've ruined my emotion of what I was talking to find this. Do you remember the picture of the door? I recorded that the other day. Who did I send it to? Or did I just keep it on my phone? How would I put that up on here? How do I put that on here? That's the sickest fucking thing ever. Why does it look like you're wearing a Leeds shirt? Shit, man, I'm wearing an Ajax shirt. Do you know what? Talking about shirts, yeah? These shirts, get this, yeah? So, all my life, forever, and I don't know if people are going to agree with me on this one and jump on it with me, or be like, shut up, you fucking cheap, scruffy bastard. So this would be no, surprise to anyone that I'm going back on something that I've done all my life, but I always could never understand the thing of fake kits, yeah? I could never understand the thing of fake kits when kits were like 30, 40 quid, right, yeah? I could never understand fake kits. And honestly, I never bought. Do you know what's the saddest thing? My kits, I remember I got the only time, yeah, and do you know what? Should I fucking out the lad? Because I years later I found out who he is. Should I just fucking say who he is? So I never even spoke to him or anything since then. I've never spoke to him or seen him or anything since then. I fucking found out who robbed my England top back in the day and had to be told by my mum to just let it go. Like, don't be nasty about it. He's robbed your England top. We'll get you another England top. And I always remember because it was how I knew. Because listen, I've had a bad history here with me and football kits. And maybe this is why it would have been better if I was into fake kits all my life. Josh, I remember you saying ages ago you had one of them mad boys. Mate, yeah, they are perfect. I've got one upstairs right now, but I can't say that on here. Listen, we're talking about you can't get off what we were just talking about. This is well better than what we were talking about. Oh, that's how bad I'm thrown off. What's he just said? And we've never got back to the personal best, the actual question of the thing. Me not getting to my personal best. You know what? Yeah, 45 minutes. 2000 and second year as he gets. No, first year as he gets. 2018, the year we got to Kiev. Oh my God, what a summer. You know what though? And this is true. This is actually anyone who's younger, he's laughing. Anyone who's younger, yeah. Which Kyle is that? Is that Kyle? Is this Kyle? Is that? Can't see your name. Is that five side Kyle? Right. Listen. Who? What was I saying then? See, this happens all the time. It doesn't take one thing. You can throw me off. You can completely throw me off what I was talking about. Right. So we'll go back to football kits. I don't think I was talking about football kits, but yeah. Anyway, fake tops. So I would never buy your head is mad, you know. I would never buy fake tops yet, ever. And then as they've got what my thing with with football tops, how I did it was so I didn't have to buy fake tops, and I did this all my life. Yeah, I just buy out of seasons, like just 1 or 2 year seasons ago. All my mates will back me up on this. I had all random shit from all different clubs because the year they like swapped kit deals and that. Yeah, you can just pick up all the stuff for pennies. Got like 20 thoughts at the same time. Listen, I'm talking, yeah. So that was my method of getting. It's simple. I'm guessing loads of. It's not like I don't think I invented this method of always having sick football shit growing up and having. It was like a way of like backdooring, not spending loads of money on clothes, but having sick clothes. Obviously, I used to buy all fucking Werder Bremen gear and shit, like just all German, all football clubs, yeah. But like a couple of years old, it weren't like it is now as well. Where there's such a market demand for like old things and that. You could get old shirts for a couple of years ago for buttons, and that's what I'd get, all shorts and tops, yeah. But I would never understand the fake kit thing, right? Like thing. But then no, the first time I ever bought a fake kit, yeah, ever. I wanted desperately a Scotland McTominay kit, yeah, to wear for one day in Ocean, yeah. And I went on the website and it was going to be like 120 quid or something like for this Scotland top for the home Scotland top shipped to me with McTominay on the back with the badges. That's about 120 quid or something. And I thought, I'm paying 120 quid. I'll never wear that top again, ever. Why would I ever wear it again? I was just desperate to wear it for this one thing for Ocean. And then when it came, Notorious for fake. Oh, Asia, go to that. Yeah, obviously I've always known about fake kits. Anyway, so bought it, and the funny thing was you're not even allowed to wear fucking football kits in Ocean. I had to get fucking my mate's girlfriend to put it in a bag. I went in I got to my mate's house pre-drinking before Ocean, yeah, in this football top, buzzing that I've had this idea that's going to look nice for my trainers. So I was trying to get things to match my trainers for all my nights out, yeah. And then my mate's like, you can't wear football tops in Ocean. I'm like, what are you on about? And they're fucking very clearly on the website, you can't wear football tops in Ocean because obviously, I'm guessing even if you look at any footballers, was it how they said it is? It's not that you're wearing it. Even if one person can't be asked with you because you're wearing a Scotland top and they're like, fuck Scotland, it might be trouble. It might bring. It's 1% more going to bring trouble to the gap in it. So they don't let them in. Seriously, they don't let them in, and it makes sense. Why would you? Even if that is one thing, I get it. But I got her to fucking sneak it in a bag and then put it on. And do you know what, though, I'll say about them? Yeah. So they look the part. They're all right, but they don't feel like how nice thingy ones did. But this is just a Henderson one by Ajax. Because I wanted a Henderson Ajax top to match with JJ for when we was going to go to Amsterdam, but we didn't go to Amsterdam. And I thought, I'm not paying fucking 200 quid for something I'm going to wear one day and take, like, it looks sick for one day. And bought things and they're sick. The kits are sick, but I'll be honest, they don't wash well. You wash them a few times, but I think they're like 20 quid for a kit. And if you what's it called? I think I've been wearing this all summer. It looks sick all summer. Do you know what I can tell now? But I'm bad, me. So what was the front? What's on in the front room? Can you hear? How weird is this? I have to have something on in the front room, and sometimes if I start it without them, I can. When I'm on this, I can think. While I'm talking, start losing what I start. Yes, Ellis, you are a seedy man, mate. Well, the thing you sent me is seedy, bro. And I get that it's only that price, yeah, for that. But that is a seedy thing, bro. I would not be paying 9 ton for that, bro. Yes, mate. Oh, shit, I've been missing all the chat. Oh, no, I'm not. You waffling again. I'm always waffling. These are always just waffle, but they've not been stone waffle for a while. 10 p.m. Is it 10 p.m. tonight? Is that when you're doing it? You're a fucking joker, bro. Can I show them? Am I allowed to show them? What you fucking doing at 10? Yes. Hello, what Ellis is doing? I've said you're a seedy man. Right, look what he's doing in Vegas.
You can join the Mount High Club in Las Vegas in a flying hotel room for less than $900.
Not very clear.
The lowest price it has ever been. This is Love Cloud, and just through the holidays,
Love Cloud, mate. Ellis and his bird. Ellis and his bird are going on a fucking. A fucking love plane where the pilot's got fucking noise cancelling earphones and the bed's all fucking padded up, mate. You sick, man. 10 o'clock. The sickest thing ever. There's no. Do you know what? Yeah. If I was fucking super rich, I'd do it. But there's no way I could part with $1,000 for that. It's not worth it for $1,000 for me. I'm too tight with my money. I'd rather spend it on something else, like a 6 show at the Sphere or something, but fair play. Imagine getting blitzed up there, though. Can you take everything up there? That'd be sick. Hey, it would be sick, to be fair. There's going to one soon, hopefully. You know what? Maybe you should take part in all these, yeah, because if you do all these things, yeah, and just hope one day you pray that one day it turns out it ends up being a fucking someone else comes forward and sees something dodgy, and it turns out these are all that pilot's been a fucking weirdo, mate. It's like cameras watching you all while you've been nailing your bird, and you get to join some lawsuit, mate. Imagine that landing on your lap. Imagine a lot. I always think this is how I think about life. I always think one thing's going to bail me out of normal life. Yeah. If it's me, I was just saying that to figures, and if it's me being too stubborn to stop doing these, and somehow just one day they just blow up in the next 3 or 4 years, yeah. If it's that or a lawsuit, get me a lawsuit. It is seedy, innit? I did say seedy. I wouldn't get it, but it's fair play, mate. If you're going to have a good time. Do you know what, though, I'm going to say about that, yeah? But fair play to you. Maybe that's why I'm a fucking horrible, fat, single dad and you're not. You're a lovely family man. Why? I feel that's something I would want to do with a not my bird. Am I not right in saying that? Someone else. Do you know what I mean? Just a bird, not my bird. That's not what I do with with my kids. Your brain works in mad ways. Cheers, right? What to talk about anyway then? Well, more important than his fucking seedy thing. Although I'm jealous, why would you not just come to Vegas when I would go to Vegas? And are you coming to Vegas or what? Put him on the spot. You're saying, CD, big man. You said to you more at me about saying I'm going to come to things and not come to things. You said to me all the time, no matter what, you'd come to Vegas. You'd come to Vegas. You'd come to Vegas. You'd come to Vegas on these trips. And we're coming on a sick trip. When are you ever going to be able to go to Vegas cheaper and sicker than this? It's everything's. When you go anywhere, you pay for everyone. You pay for everything. So when are you ever going to get cheaper? It's split between 3 people. Mate, it's this. Yeah, you obviously, you fucking idiot. Me. Yeah, obviously you. Obviously you. You said you were coming to Vegas, and now man, come on, book it. Book it then, because we booked everything for it. You're supposed to be jumping on. Me and Charlie are fucking skint. We booked all this thinking it was a three-man job. This car that's well overpriced, but we're thinking, oh, fuck it, between 3, we don't care. Now we're going skimp, mate, because you've not fucking booked on. Book on! Luke's 3 ton. Like, was that all it was, 3 ton? What, do it for 3 ton, 100%? That's sick. Is that all it was, 3 ton? Did I read that wrong? An extra 2 tons to add an extra person. I do that with. Nah, you couldn't do that. I do your missus and your kid. Imagine it. And then just like when they go, nah, you could do it as a family thing. That's cheap. That. Are you up there all night, mate? Or did you just keep circling? What did you do? Fall asleep, or just still go up there for a while? I didn't watch the whole thing, did I?
Every flight, and there is enough room for anything you could want.
Are you up all night?
Looks, here's a shot from the very end of the room.
No, UFC 33. What do you mean? Oh, is that what you're there for? Oh, no way. I'm not going again, mate. I'm not going twice this year. Mate, I need to know. This is my. Don't let him get out of it as well, shite. I know it's rubbish, but this is different, bro. I know I missed that. Sorry, but listen. Boxing's rubbish, but this is bigger. It's the first ever boxing event in the fucking big massive Allegiant Stadium. So like, they never go again. But at least you've been to the biggest and the fucking best at Allegiant Stadium, which could never have happened if we didn't have some mad Saudi guy bankrolling it. He's not going to be bankrolling it again. He might never have another fight in the fucking stadium. Because how are you getting that many fans in Vegas to it? Come on. Cheap, bro. Cheap. Flights are cheap. Gas are cheap. Cars expensive, but cheap between 3. Is it next week? Nah, the 9th. We fly. Just copy out everything. We fly on the 9th. I don't like boxing. You're a muppet, bro. It's not about the boxing. It's about the holiday. The LA on Tuesday to Friday. LA on Tuesday to Friday. And then drive into fucking Vegas. Even the drive to Vegas will be sick. I'm driving to Vegas because you told me about yes, Rob. United. Fuck United, mate. Yeah, let's get off the Vegas trip. You might have just bailed him out of trouble. Let's get on United. 36 minutes in, I don't think we've talked about anything. It's like I should never do these stories. Or maybe they just have to be some stone or some not. On a Friday as well, by the way. Notorious where no one ever comes in and you just end up like just talking about nothing. Grimsby, man. United, I can't believe it. Can't be asked moving. Oh, bro, I know you're in Ibiza, but fuck it, it's annoying, very annoying. Oh my God, Ibiza. That's a well better idea than the going finger. Ibiza, right? I need to talk to you about Ibiza. 4th to the 2nd to the 5th. 2nd to the 5th, we're coming to Ibiza, and we're cracking at yours for free. You with me? Please, thank you. Rob, mate, I dreamt of this. A good one, guy. No, Rob, honestly, right. I've dreamt of these days. Do you understand? You lived the opposite. You're the exact same age as me, yeah. So you lived the exact opposite life of me, happily, right? But then again, you didn't live it like how I lived it because, well, you were shit. No, this is why you don't understand the hatred that us Liverpool fans have to United and why it supersedes any other hate. Liverpool fans from like Bolton and that. I'm not St Helens, like they're proper Wolves. So I'm just saying like not Wolves. I said not Liverpool fans from the not Liverpool and not like proper Wolves like Skem and that, yeah, because they all probably grew up around Everton fans as well. Us who were out here stuck in the fucking mud, mate, right, living around all United fans because they were the best team in the fucking country by a mile. So all the glory sport United, yeah, living around them where Liverpool was so dog shit. But man, I weren't just a Liverpool fan. Anyone will back me up on this, all my mates. I went to all the Liverpool games all through my childhood and all through my life. So while everyone else in school, there was maybe like 10 Liverpool fans, were just the Liverpool fans that never went to the game, maybe went to like Anfield like once or twice. I was going to all Liverpool games, all through it, living it and being terrible and United winning everything. everything. It scarred me for life. I remember one of my mates, Cal Knight, bringing a fucking Premier League tinfoil trophy into the Premier League well before the season was over, and just thinking how much that hurt me, and I held on for it forever. Held on to it forever, how much it was. And that's why I used to lie to myself, because I used to think, now I've seen both, I don't care, I don't need to lie to myself, and Europe is better. But at the time, I used to say, oh, you're well more Europe than the league, but I was desperate for a Premier League. I couldn't believe we won our first Premier League during COVID. I'm moving over the water. I can't wait to get back over the water. It's well better. I've realised from moving to Bolton that I don't need to live in Bolton anymore, yeah. Definitely don't need to live in Bolton. And I felt like when I came back to Bolton, it was going to be this, like, I met up with all my mates from Bolton again from school and that, and I was with them all the time, because I used to, when I moved, I used to miss them and that, and think, like, all the shit I used to get up to, but I don't want to be out all the time on weekends and get pissed and that. Do you know what I mean? So it's hard to be out with them all the time. You haven't seen Prem. What's Prem? I have seen the, oh, and I know obviously not with my, why have I not seen the Prem? Oh yeah, obviously I didn't see the actual Prem, did I? But being outside the ground that day was just as good as being in it. No one can tell me otherwise. So maybe when I see the Prem next season, I'll have to see it next season. How sad is that? I'll have to win back-to-back titles. Are people starting to fucking understand and come around on my side about Slot? Are people starting to fuck you, mate. Are people starting to come around on my side about Slot or what? People, do you know what it is, yeah? Do you know what's good? And what's helping me, what's saving my cause is how quick new football fans will turn on someone, yeah? Which I hate, but on this stage, it's going to be good for me. People are seeing there's not this Slot, mate, ain't what all you think he is to be. No one is. No one is. Yes, you are. You won't say it. Them 2 games were fucking alarm bells should have been ringing at 2-all. The stuff I was saying, imagine the stuff I'm saying to people at 2-all on both them games. That's Slot. Imagine it. The ban would have been the straws clutching. What are you talking about? Oh, what's he saying now? I can't believe you've let us down on Vegas. First time I go on, that were you. Live. When thingy was it? What is games on now? So the game that was on before. How am I clutching at straws? What's clutching about straws about what? What was I clutching about straws about this space? I actually think Ruben Amorim's a good manager, you know, but I think the job might kill him. He plays 5 at the back, and 5 at the back is the right fit for everyone. It works. It's 5 at the back is the formation. I know people call it 3 at the back because it sounds like more trendy, but it's 5 at the back. Defensive football came back into football, and for some reason, and how has no one noticed, by the way, yeah, that people playing 5 at the back and stuff, defensive football's back in. Every striker's back to being 6'6", yeah, right. But we're just not like, I've got so smart doing this. You don't like Slot because he dresses better than you. Slot dresses well. Did anybody think at Bournemouth, though? He's starting to go a little bit extra there, nice little flashy watching that. Yeah, he does dress well, but so what? People are seeing it, and his subs are not. People can't tell. This is how much I know, but I can't accuse people of this because I'm the exact same way. How much everyone just gets what they think about football through the overlap. Because Thingy said on the overlap, what did Thingy fucking say on the overlap? Gary Neville said on the overlap. Oh no, Carragher said on the overlap, it was fucking good. It was brave to bring two shots. And I never thought about it till he said it. So fair play, that must be why he's a pundit. Sometimes these pundits do things, you think, you know what, you have to be a pundit. He said it was brave to bring 2 short players on in a game like that where Newcastle. Do you know what? I feel like watching the I wonder why. Watching the game on telly at the time, yeah, I never felt like I thought that game was as they were being as horrible as they were. And then everyone's brought it up, and now I think back at the game, of course they were. They were being fucking horrendous to us. Of course they were being horrible. Just listen. And they were being dirty, horrible little bastards, weren't they? Do you know what, though? I still weren't sure that if I thought the thingy goal was, can you believe, in a year, at the end of this season, bear in mind how annoying this year, think about this year, right? So, with my ban with Liverpool, right, all the mad shit they did to me to ban me, right, and anyone who knows anything about the ban, I'm surely one day I will just speak about it all fully and just get it out there, yeah, and just talk about it properly. I could have easily sued Liverpool because anyone else who knows me knows I'm just a fucking lazy, don't really give a fuck what goes on, mad cunt. I didn't end up fucking suing them, right? But then since I've started having ChatGPT, yeah, like everyone else, and I spoke to them, and I speak to ask him mad questions sometimes. He's told me I would have had a fucking why ChatGPT was like, why would you not have appealed to the IFO when in the 6 month fucking window? I never even did the appeal to the. I went to do it one day, and it was the longest thing of all time. And I thought, can't be asked, honestly. And he's like, and Thingy says it's time barred at 6 months, yeah. But why? And I didn't do it in 6 months. I didn't do it in 6 months. And it was, and I knew anyone who knows anything about my band knows, open shut case, IFO would have been like, obviously not, because of the stuff Liverpool did. But it ruined my life. It absolutely ruined my life. So maybe one day I'll just claim damages and I'll wake up and say about it ruined my life. But bang to rights, Liverpool Football Club. Maybe I'm just not a grass. Or maybe one day it'll come into my advantage. But at the end of the year, can you believe I won't be banned and I can fucking talk about going to the game again and enjoying the game again, and we can laugh about the funny moments. Yeah, it's hard to notice on telly big time. Give it to him, man. It's hard to notice on telly because I feel like if you're at the game, I will admit, yeah, watching it on telly, I prefer then going to the game because, and this is legit as well, by the way. And when I'm saying this, know this, I'm saying this legit. This bit's no bullshit. Yeah, I've become a couch watcher because. No matter what happens, when Liverpool lose a game, doesn't matter. And I was saying this, what I was saying before. Spurs. When I was saying before, I'll sort you Spurs if you come to fucking Vegas, mate. LA and Vegas. That's it. That's all I can promise. Stick to your word, I'll stick to mine. That's it. I can't promise anything else. European, the draw's out, and I've ended up blagging myself into 3 of them. I said I was not going to Milan, but I'm going to Milan now as well. You were chatting. I know, but it's not the same. That's not the same. Work big time. That worked big time thing, yeah. That's not. I'm talking where it's like you won't have to pay any. I would have to fund fighting Liverpool. I'm talking where it's one of these where it's that big of a case where a law company comes to you, like the one with UEFA where we just all got $3,000, the easiest thing ever, because it's that big. Someone just does all the work for you. I would have to do work for that. I don't do work for things. I'm the lazy bastard. But getting a lot, that's the lottery thing, the lawsuit where like, imagine right, you do one of these helicopter rides and it turns out the guys are fucking wrong and he's been recording it. He's been recording the helicopters and everything. Yeah. And using it and selling these videos worldwide. If worldwide it comes out and you was part of it. And then you find out this and you can start saying, oh my God, I can't believe like we can't even sleep at night at the thought of how many millions of people have seen our video and all this. And you won't have to pay. Law firms will be fighting for you to do it. It's a big, massive settlement for that, a fucking big business. Law firms will be coming to you, not just having your data breached and fucking a few forged emails. Do you know what I mean? Big lawsuits like that, mate, are big money for everyone involved. If something like that, I always say, and I don't care, and you'll say a lot about a person, and I don't care if what that says about me. Do you know the Smile accident? She got millions in the end. I know some people at the time when it first happened, but she got like 4 or 5 million. 4 or 5 million for a leg. And of course, mate, take my leg now. 4 or 5. Do you know how much? Only a retard can't turn 4 or 5 million into multiple millions for life or just a comfortable life forever. You'd never need to work again. So if you win 4 or 5 million, if you get 4 or 5 million, you're living the best life ever. So what, you've got one leg. But at 33, I don't even play football anymore. Why do I need, or any sports? I can still be not very good at badminton and play it twice a year if I've got one leg. I would 100% swap a leg for even £1 million, I reckon. £1 million. I'm bizarre though. Rather have my leg. Fuck off, bro. No way. 5 mil for a leg. Why do you care about your leg at this minute? Well, who cares? And people don't even really like. Obviously, people still look. Anytime I see a person with a leg with one leg, I'll look. And sometimes if they do mad shit and stuff, if they do stuff and you think and it's pointless, and what they're doing is pointless with the one leg. I don't know if this makes sense. You know what's out, by the way? I was wanting to talk about this, but I can't stop thinking about it because I think what's stopping me from getting this new Gears of War and playing Gears of War, and instead of spending my pastime fucking sat on the couch watching TV, playing on my phone, playing on games again, because Gears of War was the sickest game ever. Did anyone remember Gears of War? Gears of War was when people used to play. So your COD was like the game for like, I'd say just the everyman, wasn't it? And Gears of War was the game for like the more intelligent nerdy gamers like me. Do you know what I mean? the nerdier ones. And Gears of War ruthless. Get Steve streaming again, lad. And do you know what? We should. I think it would be good. We were streaming. Imagine the kick was a lot around when we were during COVID. Why weren't we on kicking during COVID? Worst lose. Oh, on FIFA. I can't stream on FIFA. Live streamers have chopped your leg off. We were streaming before streaming was cool to be streaming. You didn't get any money for going live on Instagram. That was our issue. We just put it out to a non-monetized audience. That was like talking about that thingy, the video. What game's on the TV though? You know, I had what's going to be my last party at my house on Saturday. And this house has seen some proper parties, you know, a lot of parties. I reckon I've had, could you say 100 parties showing up? But then again, I could easily, I'm hosting, I've got 3 people staying for the Arsenal game. So that could turn into a party. But on a Sunday, everyone's got work the next day. Maybe we'll have a little party on Sunday. But the last proper party on thingy, it was a kids' party. There was kids here. Anyone will tell you, any of my mates will tell you, a party here, there's nothing like it. It was good as well. Do you know what it is? And we all held out to, I reckon, about 5:30 before people started having a drink. I was like, oh, do you know what? I just want to eat, because I made loads of food. And guess what? All the fucking food went, by the way. I spent hours making that food. I fucking prepared it all the night before. What are you doing on Sunday? Just coming up to Hotel Anfield and watching it in Hotel Anfield. Stalking the atmosphere, do you know what I mean? That's what I'm doing on Sunday. What are you doing? You're in Ibiza. I'm flying on tomorrow. I don't care, bro. Unless you're flying to LA on the fucking night, mate. I'm not really interested in what you're doing. Because it's hurt me, you know, a little bit. This is the big fight. And it'll be fun. And it's fucking Vegas. What was I saying then? Live stream. What was I talking about then? What we should be talking about is fucking Gears of War. Do you reckon you can get back into Gears of War? Gears of War lobbies, mate, they were the fucking mad. There was no one. Why would I can't just keep saying does anyone know Gears of War and hope that fucking one of the why would there's 10 people in here, yeah? What are the off chances that any of these played Gears of War? No one played Gears of War, shut the fuck up. It was sick though, Gears of War. But what was you talking about then? Oh, see, this is the problem with having a joint. You forget what you're talking about, but then when you have a voice, if it was a voice note, I could play it back to myself, but I ain't got a clue what we're talking about. What game's playing? You know what's the... that's what we didn't even finish talking about United. Well, I was running on the treadmill before, and it said Amarin. This is getting back on the topic. Amarin said, sometimes he feels like he wants to quit, sometimes he feels like he wants to be there for 20 years. And I can get that also seen a video on Instagram where they were singing a song about it, and they've got a nice song. I said, I'm sound. They were what's it called? They were singing a song about it, and I think the song's all right, not one and all, but I like Amarin, yeah. And I think if they stay with Amarin, not this season will be a disaster, but maybe honestly, if anyone ever give it a chance, but no one does because everyone panics, just consistency, yeah, in this world will end up paid for like getting over a lot of cracks, yeah. So if he just stays there, it's not hard to be the second or third best team in England, which United will be fine with and be in the Champions League all the time, because that's how bad teams can be all the time, yeah. So he could easily just get United to a place where they're in the Champions League for the next, basically like Arsenal now, yeah. Because this thing, bro, Jim Radcliffe sat down with Gary Neville and did an interview and said that they were going to go out of business in November, and then summer came. Bear in mind, they're the only team that can't seem to sell a player to anyone. They've got 40, they're getting 40 million for Garnacho, yeah, right. Someone said, I was listening to, I keep watching. I must be do you know what I filled the time was Twitter, filled my time, but now I just listen to everything on Thingy. I listen, do you know what I end up running out? I can't listen to them enough that I run out sometimes. I'm waiting for the next one to drop. The transfer thing, the live broadcast of the transfer thing on Sky Sports News that they put to YouTube. There's even adverts and you have to skip past them. Bits of silence where you just have to skip past them on YouTube, yeah. I watched that. So I'm up to date on these transfers, yeah. Sadly, I know we're getting Gaethje. Gaethje, I like him. Don't want Isak, but I've turned around on the guy from Palace. But 5'11", we have to be worried. I want it on record that I've turned around and I do think he's going to be good because he's fast, and I'm And sometimes I'm a bit like slow to realise which players are bailing themselves out with just pace, in certain positions. And I think what I think we need, what I think he's perfect now. I've come to the idea, and I think Canate was that, but I don't know what's happening with Canate. Van Dijk is amazing, because he's a Dutch fucking, he's going to be an amazing manager as well, by the way. Do you think if you like Van Dijk, I think like sometimes, because the career's happening and you're just enjoying the football career, you don't think about how much of an arc you're going to have by enjoying him as a manager. He is going to be an unbelievable manager. He's fucking clever, the way he reads the game and everything. He's going to win. He'll win Champions Leagues as a manager. We're crying out for managers all the time. The football merry-go-round just keeps going round. Was it Brazy was 5'9"? Yeah, no. I know Brazy was 5'9", but football changes, mate. Like, look at this now. Look at the age we're in again now. All strikers are fucking big lumps. Why are all these fucking bastards that are going for like hundreds of million? Why are all strikers 6'2" to 6'4", 6'6"? Some of them, and it means nothing. How big was Peter Crouch? Because Peter Crouch was like seen as like freakishly tall, and no, and like, but I feel like he got the. I feel like if you had just put Peter Crouch, he just felt like he was too tall to be a mate. If you'd have put Peter Crouch in Man United's team, just because of the sheer chances that Man United create by being Man United, he would have scored loads of goals because he was a very good player. But I feel like he just felt too tall. But now, maybe he wasn't too tall. Maybe, to be fair, English as well. Imagine he's like, because he's French in here, but he's not that tall. When I think of when I'm thinking Sesko 6'6", I look at the differences. If you're 6'6" and you're English, and I always think about like the English way of living and diet and that. But if you're 6'6" and you're from like Serbia or somewhere like that, I think he'll be on all kinds. He'll be eating everything in and be on all kinds. He'll be on all sorts of things in, right. All of them are. And they all know how to fucking be on it. And because there's no fucking testing in football, we don't care. So I obviously don't care. And why would I care about people cheating in football? But every football player, there'll be a massive issue with doping in football, obviously. Good that it makes the sport what it is. Any of them from them areas, mate, these are going to be 6'6". That Sesko will be good. 6'6". He's not even got they don't look like how Peter Crouch look. How tall was Peter Crouch? 6'7", so he was an inch tall in this Sesko, but you don't see this Sesko as Peter Crouch, this big, like, dangly stick person who, like, the ball was dead far away when he fucking controlled it at the end of his sword, you know what I mean? Peter Crouch couldn't jump, could he either? But that's because I get it. I get it. Yeah, he didn't have the. He wasn't explosive, was he? I liked him though. He was all right. He had a good career as well. Imagine a career like his though. The players he got to play and the things he won. I always think of that as a footballer. Like if you can't end up being a one club man, imagine there could be no job sicker than a footballer. And even I think what must be if they look at it like this and they don't. As they get older, you're still making good money, and they obviously all it's about is just what you do with your money. And anyone knows if you've got big money to play with, you can make big money. So any of these players should all retire and have safety nets like, and to be sound. You know what I mean? Imagine the career where like you drop down the levels. I'd love that. Imagine how sick that is. Getting to play in like America and fucking, or even just having a couple of years in like Scotland and shit, but still at a decent level because you're good at football. Like I would drag it out. You know, like people get like ashamed of how low they drop down the levels. I would ride it till my legs never even fucking worked one more time. Because when we ever earn that money, and when you have, like once it's done, it's done. Are you into American sports? I'm into them, bro. I'd love to. I would. We've got onto. I don't think we've got onto a single topic, have we? We've just moved from thing to thing. I would love to like the NFL, and I do like. I end up watching. I'm desperate to watch this Dallas Cowboys thing on Netflix. I will start watching it tonight. You know. I love watching behind the scenes American. Even back in the day, I used to love Hard Knocks. Every time Hard Knocks was on, I would watch it. I would get the season up and watch it. The new series. I love all the behind the things, and I love the sport, and I love how gangster all the players are. But I just can't watch the thing. I wouldn't mind. I don't think I'd like basketball, but I don't think I'd hate baseball. You know. I moved to America. That was always one of my plans as well to move to America. It's sad, you know. Some things that happen in your life and you can't go with your plans, but I would have always liked to have moved to America. And I could have moved to America easy. I think I would like American sports if I went to one, but I think that's like with anything. If you go and experience the project, the thing live, you'll get into it. I don't know history at all. MMA is MMA is obviously American sport. Yes, I suppose so. Yeah, I like American sports. Yeah, I can only really get into football, MMA, and boxing. And even boxing, I'm really on the outs at the minute. Like, obviously, I'm so glad about because I'd only ever been to America for one fight. No, that's a lie. What I've just said that, and it's not even remotely true. I went to America for I'd already been for boxing, but like a big fight. I went to the UFC for the Diaz Masvidal fight at MSG, and I always watched. I never thought that I would watch MMA at the MSG. I was always wanted to watch boxing at Madison Square Garden for the first time, but I feel like boxing at MSG is not even like as revered as it was, and the UFC there is a big thing, but at the time it wasn't. But anyway, I'm so glad I'm back. But then I went watching Crawler, obviously in America, but I feel like if it wasn't Crawler, I would never have gone to Crawler versus Lomachenko. Obviously, he was a mate. I wouldn't have just gone to that fight. But I'm glad I'm going to a big fight now. I'm buzzing. I can't wait. We're going to an NFL game though. I don't really mind if I end up not going to that NFL game, but I do flip flop for me. But we think we're going to go to the NFL. But I didn't realise there's a fucking. Do you know we've got Twickets and I've not bought anything I've been to this year. Every single thing I've been to this year, and it's been a year I've been to a lot of shit, like all my gigs and that, except Central C because I got blagged by that album. What was I thinking? I bought on the week, and I still knew I should have bought them. And why did I not buy the Central C things on the week? They were 20 quid. But anyway, I bought them all on the week of, and I found the American version of it. So we can go and watch thingy. We're already watching the Dodgers. We're watching baseball on the Wednesday, and we get how annoying is it? But Charlie will tell you, yeah. Any other game, the cheapest tickets are $40, but for this one, they're $80 because just by chance, this game is when they play. And every person gets a bobblehead. And these bobbleheads, no matter what, go for like 50, 60 quid on eBay. So people are just going just to get that and get a free game. Do you know what I mean? Cody Gakpo scored. I still can't work out because what happened was I didn't even finish that story either. I always like to have something in the background, and I put on. No, I didn't want to Oasis, bro. Oasis not for me. Anyway, let me get this and I'll get to Oasis. I put on Arsenal 4, Liverpool 4, the home game. But then I was that late, that finished, and I don't know what's been playing in the background. I'm trying to get a thing of it. I'm not into Oasis, you know. I'm not into any bands. The only band I've watched a lot of bands at festivals, and the only band I've ever liked, I don't know if they just make music that it's just catchy enough for me to like, was Blossoms. They're the only band I've ever liked where I like loads of the songs. Went and seen them live just to see them. And like enough of their songs to like them, but nah, any other band, bro, I play like 2 of their songs. And this year, and 100%, and I don't know if I've said it on Spingy or whatever. Black people, I think I said it on the last one, didn't I? Black people do not like. Go and look at any single picture or video of Oasis. Go and look at the pictures they've uploaded. Go and look at your mates' pictures, all your mates that went. Look in the background. Point out 2 black people. Black people do not like Oasis. We don't like bands, and we definitely don't like Oasis. It's not our vibe. It's not our thing, and it's a fact. Obviously, you get a few white people. My missus flying to New York tomorrow to see them. Not for me. Stone Roses. Don't like anything. Definitely Oasis more than Stone Roses because couldn't name you. I don't think I can name you. Definitely can't name you 2 Stone Roses songs. But I bet you if I go on, I'll know them. Stone Roses. They're nothing to me. Oasis, at least I've got a few. I do like maybe 5 Oasis songs, and I like the fact that they're just quite 2 sick, quiet guys. But I want to be adored. I feel like I will know that song. Can I play? I can't play songs in here. Can I? Oh, but I don't do thingies, so I can play them. I don't, what's it called? I don't put them as monetized. Yeah, that's a big tune, but I don't, I would use Supreme. I'm 33, bro. Do you know what's mad? Do you know what is mad? 33, I was thinking about this when I was talking to Paddy, the lad who got us, me and JJ, on museum tickets and that. And he said, I'm 20, and I'm thinking, 20-year-old. And then I was thinking about when I was 20, mate. Think how much, 48, mate. You must know this, mate. I can't believe how different I feel at 33 to how I felt at 23. Because I'm thinking back to exactly when I was 23-year-old, how different my body feels. I am wrought off at 33-year-old. You're 48. Yeah, it is. It's a proper white thing, Huss. It is. Who's H. Huss? H. Huss? Is that Hussey? It's not John Hussey, is it? Can't be. 48, bro. How bad do you feel, bro? Everyone Wants to Rule the World is a proper tune. Which one's that? Everyone Wants to Rule the World. Who was that by? Who's that by? I do like a few Oasis songs, and then I've seen loads of bands because I like a lot of one. Whatever song is the most commercial song that band has ever done, that they do to probably just get people in. I like that song from that band. And then maybe a couple of little niche ones around it. But yeah, not really into bands. You've got a lot to come. Tears for Fears. I bet you like one of their songs. Or is that a song? Tears. I've heard of Tears for Fears. What song do Everyone Wants to Rule the World? Oh, big tune. Yeah, that's a big tune. Oh my god, add that to the overall playlist. Big tune. I've heard that loads of times. Yeah, big tune. Everybody. Yeah, that's a big tune. Yeah, I like that. But that's probably. I bet you there's not another. I bet you will not find two more of their songs. And that is when you click on Tears for Fears. That's the one. That's the number one song. Yeah, that's to be the biggest one. And I will not like two others. There's no way out. It's impossible for me to like two others. What is rock though? What is rock? J Huff says rock music that is dying genre. What it died in the 80s. What is? Because I always see arguments whenever I can get locked into an online thingy on Reddit about anything, and then like taking like this, like I said, the surface level of it, and then move on. And I see people always talking about how rock's being different types of rocks. What is rock music? Is Oasis that rock? Are they not like Britpop? What are they? Because I always think of rock as like fucking Ozzy Osbourne and that. Or no, he's heavy metal, isn't it? But I think of rock. I don't think of rock as Oasis. I think rock is well more heavy than Oasis. Roses ain't no rock. Yeah, see. Yes. Supreme, is that your music? Is that what you are? You're a rock and roll guy? But I feel like if I was 48, I'd be a rock and roll guy because I feel like you just go with where the party is. Do you know what I mean? And if the party in the 80s, if you're 48, if the party was rock and roll back then, that's where you'd be. I'm a fucking, you can tell, a lot of my taste, you can tell, like, I feel like I've been. Do you know what I was thinking about rappers, how easily I had it back then? Because now I'm getting older and I'm actually listening to a lot of these lyrics. A lot of the rap, they were doing a lot of the same shit as these mumble rappers that they got an hard time for. No, I cannot get into UK rap. I was thinking this before. This is going to sound really weird because obviously America's an accent, but I can't do accents in rap. I hate it. This is why I don't like Scottish rappers. I don't like Manc rappers. Never like Bugsy Malone. And I couldn't. It took me years. I didn't like a single English rapper at all. I had a few grime tunes that I'd like, and I've been to a grime festival before in Croatia. But we obviously had big acts. It was about grime and hip hop, so it was like people like Joey Badass and that was there. So, so I like grime and that, but rap, I have to listen to American rappers, but I don't know. I just couldn't deal with the accents, and then it was Fredo was the first fucking rapper I liked English wise. Or Fredo, whatever. It's Fredo, isn't it? Not Fredo. Why did I ever call him Fredo? Fredo. He was the first rapper I liked. Is it Fredo? He was the first one I liked anyway with 88 and 100. 100. I said that as like the most white person. Maybe I go white when I got stoned. And then I started slowly getting onto it, but I don't like many UK rappers, you know. I'm not dealing with the accent in the rap. And you know what's mad? I used to think like bullshit, but then some of you actually get into some of them. And they are fucking. I like Dizzy Rascal though, because he was one of the first. It wasn't. I like Dizzy Rascal. Do you know what? Do you know why I like Dizzy Rascal though? Because that album was good. Boy in the Corner was a good album. It was like, oh my god, he definitely won't be on the new fucking playlist. Oh, it's Bobby again. Bobby deleted my overall playlist yet, and I lost a lot of artists from it because I had to thing it. Fix Up Butch Art will not be on that playlist. Add it to shuffle. I had no beef with Dizzy Rascal, and I even liked Dizzy Rascal when he went a bit mainstream with like Bonkers and that. I wasn't massive on Bonkers, but I liked stuff like Dance With Me and all that with Calvin Harris. I didn't like Baseline Junkie either, but I like Dizzy Rascal. That thing he did with what's she called was sick with Paloma Fair. They're all the same, aren't they? Florence and the Machine. That was sick. I like Florence and the Machine. Rappers to me are Biggie, Snoop, Tupac, Dre, Shout, NWA. Yeah, that is rap. Yeah, I'll agree with that. But I'm not so. I like to think of myself as like a proper rap fan because I just feel like I can't listen to bullshit. You know what I mean? If someone's just bullshit, I can't listen to it. But stuff like NWA and that's too rappy for me. Too like hip hop for me. That's hip hop in it. I need a little bit of summer. I need a little melody and a little bit. I need at least a chorus, or it has to be a bit sing-alongy, or there's the odd song that creeps through. But I get that with Biggie and that. That's probably why I don't really like Tupac, because Tupac just raps a bit garbage. You can't be a poetry rapper and then go into gangster rap. I just hate him. But yeah, obviously Dre's got some of the best songs ever. But because he was not too pro to let people write his raps, he couldn't write raps. He was a producer. He didn't care about rapping. But like sometimes he'd write his own, but mostly people would write him, and he had that voice for it, so he wasn't too pro. If you go and listen, do you know what annoys me, right? Do you know what annoys me? I loved Eminem. I loved Eminem growing up, and I love him now. No, Eminem was sick back in the day. It's different. Eminem could also do sick, funny tunes and that. Now I listen to some of Eminem's lyrics, so I think, mate, no wonder our parents didn't want us listening to him. But they didn't realise what they didn't realise at the time, and they didn't need to do all that because we weren't listening. They made him more famous and more thingy by them making it that we shouldn't be listening to, but we weren't listening to him. When we were listening to Eminem, we were just listening to the fucking funny stuff. There weren't many people who were actually listening to the lyrics. I know that as being a kid who loved Eminem when I was a kid, but I weren't taking in them lyrics, definitely not. I just thought he was a sick guy. Now I listen to Eminem sometimes in the car, some old songs, and I think, whoa, he was fucking nuts, you know. I'm serious about thingy and running out of water. I probably won't like any of his new songs, no. I did like the one, Guess Who's Back? Back again. And I listened to that loads for about a month. Oh my God, you know what? I meant to start this with and forgot. So, my mate reckons Pedro's had a trim. Look, I'll show you quickly. Do you know I've been on for ages? Do you know what? I love him now. We had a rocky start, me and Pedro. Look at him. He's been fluffed up. He's been all fluffed up. He just loves. Do you know what's that? He's a licker and he loves licking. But where's Pedro? As you said it, but I can't really. I did for the first few months. I let him lick me, but my skin was getting bad, and I'm still letting him lick me now because he's just a puppy, and I know he won't always be a puppy. And when he's an adult, he cannot lick me because I won't let him lick me when he's an adult because I'm allergic. I'm allergic to dogs, so I can have fluffy dogs. But what I didn't realise, I'm still allergic to saliva, so I can't let him lick me. But he's a puppy, and I sometimes I let him, but he licks everyone so much, but I don't. It's sad. I wish I could just let him lick me because I just would kiss him all the time, but I can't. I love him so much. But guess what I caught him doing? Just literally, as I went in there to, because I said, this is what I was supposed to start. Someone was saying, don't be late, don't be late. That was a thing I wanted to fucking explosively start with, by the way. Talking about different lateness. I know, Bobby, sad man. I do get sad about him all the time. Talking about lateness, is different stage late. Me paying half an hour late to this year. Someone was waiting for this, and they said that when I met them in Blackpool, and the kids are... She's laughing now. And the kids had a little day out, yeah? The kids had a little day out in Blackpool. She was 4 minutes late, right? So I'm fuming about this because, but we had to go and do something. It's not like it was just, we're cutting into our time here. It's actually legit. You have to be in there and you've got time, right? So it's different to being, who's asked if I'm half hour late for a live chat? No one even wanted me to do. No one even knew I was doing it. I just decided at Thingy that my mate had given me fucking 4 joints, and I thought I'd be able to have them as a purge yesterday. And because I've not smoked weed in 3 weeks, I got so stoned and just ate loads of food. I could only get through 2. Oh my God, dramatic. So then I thought I'll do it tomorrow night then. So I've done it tonight. That's different than being late to actual things. People will tell you, I'm on time. My timekeeping is terrible if it means nothing. But if it means something, I'm not really late. It wasn't like that. It wasn't like that. It was stressful. Fuck you anyway. What was we talking? Yeah, Bobby. But yeah, I walked in the front room. That's what I was supposed to come on explosive and start with that, but I ended up getting carried fucking sidetracked. He was humping. So on the way home from Newcastle, every time I come home from a far away, I'd go to the services and I would buy one of these for Bobby. And then he'd hump, because it was just a thing. I didn't need to deal with it. He wouldn't do it in front of me. And he'd just have something to hump them. And then whenever I go to another one, I get him another one. So I got this anyway. But I said it was JJ's because Pedro, I didn't think he'd be interested in it so early. And JJ loves it because look what I've told him it is. I didn't tell him it is, but this is what he thinks it is. He thinks it's a hand warmer, but he thinks it's somewhere where you hide your toys from Pedro. Because you just put it, sticks them all in. So he's been hiding 2 of his toys in there. And so, I'm reading something bigger then. So he's and I caught Pedro humping it. And did I say this on the last one about my mate? My mate who reckons, because I've got Bobby's ashes in the house, I'm going to take Pedro to where we used to walk Bobby and get rid of them. Maybe I might keep some of them. There's the 2 veils on, so I might keep the veil and just get rid of the whole thing because I don't want to just in my house all the time. And he reckons because I've got the ashes here. This is legit, he thinks this, but I'm not slagging him off because he's a nice guy, but I just don't believe in this. He thinks Bobby's helping Pedro, living through Pedro, but I went in and he was fucking humping this, so maybe he's right, you know. And then Kev, my partner at Kits and That, the head honcho over at Kits and That, he said this is for JJ, but I'm not introducing 2, so that could be for his birthday next month. You know what I mean? Add that to the collection. I will put in some Kev as well. I'll tell him it's from Kev for his birthday when I wrap it up. Big present. You don't need two. They can fight over that for a bit. But yes, Pedro's humping. Right, listen, I've been doing an hour and 5 minutes here. I'm getting off. Yeah, I'm getting off. How bad are these live chats? I always know I never do a Friday Saturday. Come on a Friday because I couldn't be arsed yesterday because I just got 2 stone and ate loads of food, yeah. And then I decided an hour before to do it. I don't advertise them and nothing. I just do them on random. Can I not stick to one day and do them? Because they're never in. If I just should go 1 week after. But listen, they're good. We're having a good time in them. I have a laugh at them. And one day it'll click and I'll just start doing them. I'll be like, every Thursday, this is a live chat. But coming in and we'll get some momentum. But I enjoy them. I'm getting off because I've been on for an hour. Talks about nothing. My diet, do you know what? I've not done any getting off and I'm going to just start talking about my diet. Although my thing says I've got 1 bar. I'm back on my diet. 60 hours. Listen, I reckon these last 10 days I've made it hell. I'm doing a 6-hour fast now, break it on for Sunday, and then I'm doing it, yes, and then I'm doing listen, if anyone wants to jump on the last 10 days, it's going to be hell for us all, but you'll drop a lot of weight. So is it more than 10 days? 1, 2, well, I'm already on it now, but you'd just do a 36 tomorrow and then just do 160 to end it. Do a 36 for tomorrow, 8 o'clock, someone jump on a 36-hour fast, do that to the 30 to Sunday, and then have Monday off because I'm going to be fucking hungover, so I'm having Monday off. And then boom, Tuesday fast, Wednesday off, boom, Thursday fast, Friday off. Make sure that Friday's a good one because Saturday, Sunday, 60 hours, boom, Tuesday, refuel, get yourself nice, feeling nice, big gym sesh, 9th we fly. And that's the 8th is the weigh-in after that 60 hour. And I reckon even from now, I'll drop another stone. So anyone wants to jump on it. But yeah, I can't believe it. I went through. Do you know what's sad? I've never been able to do. So that's why I feel like I've not been posted because I've been upset. I wanted to do one where I was in the 14s and I've still not managed to get into it. 2.5 fucking weeks before I was 5th. Couldn't you believe it? So the last time I did a fast was where I actually completed a fast. Look, I even stopped fucking. Oh, I've deleted them. I did all the fasts in a row. And I did 2 crosses where I didn't fast. I got to one fast. I had some ice pops at the end of the night. I just couldn't do it, and I had some ice pops. That's all I had to break it, but that's still not fasting. I don't count it. And the other one I had a coffee. And but still, so I'm still thinking I've not. That's why I've not put weight on, and I'm still losing but they're not fasted. They're not completed as that to me. But anyway, and I got down to 5th, and the last fast I did, I was 15th finger. And I was just thinking, why can't I just get into the 14s so I've got in there, and that my head thinks right, switch on now, and I haven't. But 15's the lowest I've got. But I was 15-1, or no, 15-2 on. When was I 15-2? Last time I weighed myself. When JJ went on Wednesday, 15-2 on Wednesday, that's the start of this thing. I know for a fact when I weigh myself on Sunday, that's the next weigh-in, which I'll start doing my things again, definitely. I'll get back into it for the last 2 weeks, and I'll weigh myself. I'll be in the 14s. But I'm going to be 14-10, which is good. All my nice clothes will fit, not a problem. But that'll be 2 stone off in 8 weeks. But I could have been less. I could have got 2.5 off. I could have got 3 off. But I knew when the season started. I'm a party boy, what can I say? I'm off. Thanks everyone for coming. It's been a pleasure. See you.